Welcome back to part 2 of Does Protein Affect Ketosis? So in the previous video I showed how a high protein meal had a negative impact on my ketones, whereas today I'm lowering that protein and increasing the fat to see if that has a positive impact on my ketones. So as per usual, let's get the baseline for today's experiment. And today is the same as the last time I ran this. I've been fasting and it's a rest day, so it'll be interesting to see what my ketones and blood sugar levels are doing. So the settings changed this time because I've locked down for this coronavirus, so I'm actually I've gone off grid. Anyway, it's 9:15 and we've got the blood sugar level at 4.5 millimole, so quite standard for me. And interestingly enough, this morning, we've got the blood ketones low at 0.2 millimole. So it's not quite the same as the last experiment where they were at 0.5, but it may be a good starting point to see if this higher fat meal increases the ketones. So let's have a look at the meal. Once again, we've got real food. This time I've got a chuck steak with 6 egg yolks and cooked in butter. And then I've also got a cream coffee. So let's have a little bite of this chuck steak. So the first thing I noticed with the chuck steak is it's not as dry and it generally also tastes a little bit better. So delicious there with the higher fat content. So let's look at the nutritional breakdown for this meal. We're looking at 1200 calories, 84 grams of protein, 98 grams of fat and 2 grams of carbs. So much more on the ketogenic side as far as the protein to fat ratio goes, and still very low carb. So, steak and 6 egg yolks all cooked in butter down the hatch. I still need to finish this cream coffee. But as far as the experiment, same as last time, every half an hour for the next 2 hours, I'll test my blood sugar and blood ketone levels. I'll finish this coffee and I'll see you half an hour after that. So it's been half an hour since I finished that meal. Let's see what the blood sugar and blood ketone levels have done. In that half an hour time frame, I've been relaxing, I haven't been doing much, I felt fine. So firstly, we've got the blood sugar up from 4.5 millimole to 4.6 millimole, so a slight rise there. And secondly, we've got the blood ketones also up from 0.2 millimole to 0.3 millimole, so a slight rise there, which is interesting. Anyway, I'll wait another half an hour. I'll see you soon. So it's been 1 hour since I finished my meal, and once again I've been relaxing in the last half an hour and I've felt fine. I haven't had any negative impacts. So firstly, we've got the blood glucose down from 4.6 to 4.3 millimole, so a slight decline there. And secondly, we've got the blood ketones stable at 0.3 millimole, so no change on that one. Anyway, I'll wait another half an hour and I'll see you soon. So it's been 1.5 hours since I finished my meal. So let's see what the blood sugar and blood ketones have done in the last half an hour period. Once again, in that last half an hour, I've been relaxing and we've got my blood sugar up from 4.3 millimole to 4.7 millimole, so a slight rise there. And once again, my blood ketones stable at 0.3 millimole. Alright, I'll wait another half an hour and come back and wrap up the results. See you soon. Welcome back. So it's been 2 hours since I finished that steak and egg yolks higher fat meal. So it'll be interesting to see what the trend has done. So firstly, we've got the blood sugar up once again from 4.7 to 4.9 millimole. So another slight rise there. And once again, we've got the ketones stable at 0.3 millimole. So, interesting results. On today's activity levels for me, it seems that the higher fat ratio hasn't had a negative impact on my ketones. So this meal was approximately 73% fat and 27% protein. So, I mean, 84 grams of protein in one meal, especially on a non-training day, is still quite high, and it's a lot higher than most people would use. But as you can see, with that higher fat content, my ketones did improve from 0.2 to 0.3 millimole, and it wasn't very significant, but it is heading in that right direction, keeping in mind that there was no carbohydrates. So that pretty much wraps up part 2 of the protein threshold type experiment. I mean, I suppose I'm going to have to do a part 3 where I actually get that protein down to what most people would consider a normal ketogenic meal and see what the effect is there. But anyway guys, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.